The night air carries a quiet electricity, the kind that only exists when something special is about to unfold. Under the glow of soft ambient lighting, Zhang Linghe steps into view, instantly commanding attention without saying a single word. There is a calm confidence in his presence, something effortless yet deliberate, as if every movement has already been imagined before it happens. The scene feels cinematic from the very first second, drawing viewers into a world where style and atmosphere blend seamlessly. What stands out immediately is his outfit. Zhang Linghe is dressed in a light blue velvet suit that catches the light in the most mesmerizing way. The fabric reflects subtle highlights with every shift of his body, creating a visual texture that feels both luxurious and modern. It is not just clothing, it is a statement, one that speaks of elegance while still embracing a youthful, contemporary edge. The choice of color plays a crucial role in defining the mood. The soft blue tone contrasts beautifully with the darker surroundings of the night, making him the undeniable focal point of the frame. It gives off a calm yet striking aura, something refreshing compared to the more predictable tones often seen in formal styling. This balance between boldness and subtlety is what makes the look unforgettable. As the camera lingers, Zhang Linghe raises his hand and flashes a peace sign. It is a small gesture, but it carries a natural charm that feels genuine rather than staged. There is a hint of playfulness in his expression, a reminder that behind the polished exterior is someone who knows how to connect with the audience in a simple, human way. That moment alone feels like it could be captured as a perfect still image. The peace sign, paired with his relaxed gaze, creates a contrast to the sophistication of his outfit. It bridges the gap between celebrity and relatability, allowing viewers to feel closer to him despite the glamorous setting. In his other hand, he holds recording equipment, adding another layer of intrigue to the scene. This detail subtly shifts the narrative, suggesting that this is not just a fashion moment, but part of a larger creative process. It hints at behind-the-scenes storytelling, where the lines between performer and creator begin to blur. The equipment itself becomes part of the aesthetic. Instead of disrupting the visual harmony, it complements it, reinforcing the idea that modern artistry often combines multiple roles into one. Zhang Linghe is not just being filmed, he is actively participating in the act of creation. As the sequence continues, the setting reveals more of its character. The venue is modern, defined by clean architectural lines and open space. The outdoor environment allows the night sky to become part of the composition, adding depth and atmosphere to every frame. It feels expansive yet intimate at the same time. There is a moment when he begins to move, transitioning from stillness into motion. Zhang Linghe walks toward a set of outdoor stairs, his steps measured and smooth. The camera follows him, capturing the elegance of his movement without rushing the moment. It is a slow build designed to keep viewers engaged. The stairs themselves add a dynamic element to the scene. As he descends, the perspective shifts, creating layers of visual interest. The interplay between light and shadow becomes more pronounced, highlighting the texture of his velvet suit and the structure of the space around him. Each step feels intentional. There is no unnecessary movement, no wasted energy. Everything about his walk communicates control and confidence, qualities that elevate the entire sequence from simple footage to something more artistic and refined. The lighting plays a crucial role in shaping the mood. Soft highlights trace the edges of his silhouette, while deeper shadows create contrast and depth. It is the kind of lighting that feels carefully designed, enhancing every detail without overpowering the subject. As he continues down the stairs, the camera angle subtly changes, offering a new perspective. This shift keeps the visual narrative fresh, allowing viewers to experience the moment from multiple viewpoints. It adds a cinematic quality that makes the sequence feel like part of a larger story. There is something undeniably captivating about the combination of fashion and motion. The way the velvet fabric moves with him, catching the light differently with each step, creates a sense of fluidity that draws the eye. It is a reminder that great styling is not just about appearance, but about how it interacts with movement. His expression remains composed, yet there is a quiet intensity in his gaze. It is not overly dramatic, but it holds a sense of purpose that adds depth to the performance. This balance between subtlety and presence is what makes his on-screen persona so compelling. The modern venue continues to reveal its design as he moves. Clean lines, minimalistic structures, and open spaces create a backdrop that feels both sophisticated and contemporary. It is the perfect setting to complement his refined yet modern look. There is a rhythm to the sequence, a flow that guides the viewer from one moment to the next. It is not rushed, allowing each detail to be appreciated fully. This pacing is key to maintaining the sense of immersion throughout the scene. The peace sign gesture from earlier lingers in memory, adding a layer of personality to the otherwise polished aesthetic. It is these small human moments that make the entire sequence feel more authentic and relatable. As he reaches the lower steps, the composition becomes even more striking. The combination of height, depth, and perspective creates a visually rich frame that feels almost architectural in its precision. Every element seems to fall perfectly into place. The recording equipment in his hand continues to serve as a subtle narrative thread. It reminds viewers that this is part of a creative process, not just a finished product. It adds a sense of authenticity that enhances the overall impact. There is a quiet confidence in the way Zhang Linghe carries himself. It is not forced or exaggerated, but it is unmistakably present. This confidence is what ties all the elements together, from the outfit to the setting to the movement. The night setting adds a layer of mystery to the scene. The darkness beyond the lit areas creates a sense of depth and intrigue, making the environment feel larger than what is immediately visible. It invites the viewer to imagine what lies beyond the frame. As the sequence nears its conclusion, there is a sense of completion without finality. It feels like a moment captured from a larger story, leaving viewers curious about what comes next. This sense of continuity is what makes the scene linger in Nig. The styling, the setting, and the performance all work together in harmony. None of the elements feel out of place, and each contributes to the overall narrative in a meaningful way. It is a perfect example of how visual storytelling can be both simple and impactful. There is an artistry in the restraint shown throughout the sequence. Nothing feels overdone or excessive. Instead, the focus remains on subtle details and natural movement, allowing the authenticity of the moment to shine through. The light blue velvet suit remains a central highlight, its texture and color continuing to captivate even as the scene evolves. It is a reminder of how powerful a well-chosen outfit can be in shaping the overall tone of a visual narrative. The outdoor stairs, once just a structural element, become a symbol of transition. They represent movement, progression, and the unfolding of a story. It is a simple yet effective way to add depth to the scene. Zhang Linghe's ability to balance elegance with relatability is what truly sets this sequence apart. He moves seamlessly between polished sophistication and approachable charm, creating a connection that feels genuine. The final moments leave a lasting impression. The combination of visual elements, subtle gestures, and controlled movement creates a scene that feels both complete and open-ended. It is the kind of moment that stays with the viewer long after it ends. In the end, this is more than just a glimpse of a shooting session. It is a carefully crafted visual experience that highlights style, atmosphere, and personality in equal measure. Every detail, from the velvet suit to the peace sign to the descent down the stairs, contributes to a narrative that feels both modern and timeless.